Here we go, and now I go to Facebook.
2
And go
minutes
mail.
until showtime.
And come on, videos. I'm waiting for everything to pop up. Here we go. Oh shoot, I forgot to change the wording.
2 minutes.
Ah, alright.
Okay,
Yeah, hold on, I gotta change the wording here.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna see if I can find it while you're doing it.
Yeah, it says Fact or Fiction, but that's the wrong title.
What's today's date? I forgot what today's date is.
The 15th.
I'm trying to look for it. I'm looking at the different posts that you did on the, but it's not on here. Hold on. I'm looking. Damn, it's fucking stupid phone.
Alright, here we go. Update. Okay, I just updated it, but... Alright, then I can share it. Oh, people might want to see us. Hold on. Oh, hello! Sorry, I
1 minute until showtime.
Oops! We'll be transitioned in a minute. Share. There we go. This share.
Take that lid off.
Let's see. There's one. Who do we got here? We got, hey, yeah, no more pepperoni for me, guys. I'm telling you. Thank you. It's just the cloth that keeps falling in the wrong direction. I think I'm frozen. It's so weird.
Let's see. I'm looking through all the feed to see if you pop up.
Yeah, hold on. I'm sharing it on my regular page. Can I share to a friend here? Share to public.
Oh,
And I can post.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATUnetwork. This work is protected by Creative Commons licensing.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So please welcome Susan Swanbeck
and Mr. Chris Garcia. Hey there, hello there, everybody. I am sorry about yesterday, but I can no longer eat pepperoni. So, because I felt like there was such a balloon in my stomach last night that I was a hubba-blubber, and if somebody popped me, I would have exploded. So, no more pepperoni for me. So that's where the chakras went. But tonight, yes, tonight is Reading Tuesday, and Mr. Chris Garcia has come on to help us out. He's here to help us out. What do you think, guys? Might help if I actually open the chat so I can see everybody. You know, I'm a little backwards today. I'm going to open the chat stream right now. We do have 3 callers on the line already, and I will take names in a second. I just have to get the Restream chat up and running. So before we start, Chris, what have you been up to? I can plug all this in.
I've been doing pretty good. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm actually putting the card. He actually wants to Zoom link. Oh God, this is going to be interesting, guys. It's up to you, Susan.
What?
He wants to. He can hear us.
Oh, okay.
My friend.
Hold on. I'm just logging into Restream right now.
Well, other than that, I will send it if it's okay. But Anthony, if you're listening, we'll put you on in a second. But as far as I can say, I've been doing very busy readings and helping people, connecting people on the other side, and I've been ordering the creepy cards and to tell the damn truth.
I like that.
You got this one.
That's
what I read you the last time, and then I got the intention setting cards. These are new. Then I got
Ah.
me another deck called the Watcher Angel Tarot.
Oh.
So I've been just really busy, like seriously. You just have no idea.
Yeah. It's just, you know, it's been busy for other reasons for me though. But I gotta say, I am thankful for some of the stuff I do because I do find it relaxing. So I do find certain things I do very relaxing. You know, like I enjoy, of course, doing this, but I'm just like creating a bunch of things, and I'm starting carving now. So hopefully that'll work out well. First couple didn't go so well, so maybe the next one will.
Oh, you might be getting that. Another person. I send him the thing if it's okay. 'Cause you said I can, right? If you want
Yep.
to.
Yep.
Okay, so Anthony. So if you can listen to it, excuse me, I'm burping. You can come in on the Zoom and we can make this an interesting show. And this is Susan's show for the matter. Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Kim. This is little okay lady, one male. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, Chris came on to give us a hand today. We do have 3 callers on the line. So do we want to start with the callers before people come in and we want to chat a little more? We could chat a little more.
Yeah, we can do chat for a little bit.
Yeah, we can chat for
How
a
long is
bit.
the show? It's an hour, right? It would be from 6 to what? 7, Mike?
It's 2 hours show.
Oh,
Chris
okay,
is
so
like,
it's been 6 to
no.
8. 6 to 8. Right?
No, well, it's 6 to 8 for you, 7 to 9 for me.
Okay, that's good.
I know I confuse you when I do that. Here we go.
But
Hey! So we got the whole gang here today.
Hi, Mr. Anthony. This is my friend Susan.
How you doing, hon?
So we're gonna be doing astrology readings if you're up to it, or we could just introduce you, Anthony.
I could do a few, sure. I could whip them out, not a problem.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of us today doing readings. I'm gonna stick mainly with chakras and maybe some runes tonight. That's all I'm sticking with, and Chris can do the psychic work tonight. Yay!
Okay.
So and this is, I'm sorry that it was a short notice, Anthony, but this is Susan. That's Anthony. You've already met each other.
Yeah, he did. He did a really awesome chart on me.
Yeah.
He really did.
So maybe on another day you can work on like being, so you can be a guest and help you out, Susan, because you do need it. You need to have other guests to keep you motivated and keep you going.
I know.
And I thought, and then it's funny because I thought of Anthony. For some reason, I feel like he's the perfect fit. He has a good sense of humor. He can be funny at times, but I think he'd be the perfect fit for you. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I find astrology very intriguing. I don't know. I always found it like difficult to learn. So I kind of get into other aspects of things, but damn.
Well, yeah, I got into astrology because I wasn't always psychic enough. So I always joked that being an astrologer is like being a psychic with training wheels. If I'm not feeling psychic, I can always let me look at the chart. Okay, here it is. You know, so it keeps me honest.
God.
So to speak.
Oh my God! Yeah, guys, it's listed a little wrong. For some reason, when I updated it, it left on Thursday show and didn't update it. But yes, today is Reading Tuesdays. Is what it is. Okay, it's not the Thursday show, which was Fact or Fiction. No, we had a little fun with that one. So, you actually got to what? Oh, I actually got to watch her live. I missed them now since we were back and forth work time. Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad. Welcome aboard, Nikki. Welcome aboard. Let's see. Nikki, welcome aboard, Brandy. And who else we got in the chat room here? I think we had Elizabeth in here as well on the other page. We do have 3 callers on the line. And we do have a bunch of people in the chat room. So, I don't know. Pick a read it tonight, guys. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Sometimes we'll tag team if we want.
If you want, we can do one person at a time.
We can do that. So,
we can do it.
We got 5 callers on the line now. Oh, hold on. I'm writing down numbers here. All right. So we'll actually take the first call. The caller is 6337. 6337. Hi, you're live on the air with ATU Network. On who are we speaking with?
Hi, this is Mandy. Thanks for having me this evening.
Hi, Mandy. How you doing,
Hi.
honey?
I'm all right. And yourself? Well, how's everyone?
I'm good. Everybody else good?
I'm good.
They're good. All right. So, do you have a question, hon?
Yes, I do. My question is, as far as a residential move, what could you tell me about that?
Chris, do you want to field that one? I'm working with chakras and runes today.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, what is your name again?
Mandy.
This is Mandy.
Okay, you said you wanted to know about a move, right? Correct?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm having
A residential move. It's about a residential move.
Okay, so what I'm picking up is that, oh, it's funny. I'm getting a card that you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay? I don't know if you saw that, but what I was told that the residential move, I feel like right now you're in that area. Hold on, I'm trying to put the mic. Like I was saying, I do feel you're about to move. Hold on. For some reason, I want to say, hold on, it's coming to me. Okay, I want to say October. I'm getting the weird energy. I think it's the Mercury retrograde. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. You know, I remember what you told me about the Mercury retrograde. But anyways, but like I said, I do feel you moving in October. So it's going to be very soon. It's coming very soon.
Yeah, I have.
Now, is that a?
Go ahead, honey.
I'm sorry. I'm like echoing. I don't have the best connection, so I apologize if I talk over you.
No, that's okay.
Okay, but what I was telling you is that I do feel that you will be moving in October.
Yep.
And for some reason, I'm seeing an apartment. An apartment.
Yeah, he said an apartment. Actually, what I got for you is I got the rune Soilo. Soilo has a lot to do with empowerment, a lot of positive energy, life force, guiding light. So you are actually being guided. So what it is that you're working towards will be something that comes towards you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the last thing the other person was saying before you said that, ma'am?
I'm sorry, Chris.
That you will be moving in October, and for some reason, I want to say like I'm getting the 15th or the 16th energy. Now, if you want to go into more of your astrology chart to see what's in your favor, then you can talk to my friend Anthony, which we just brought him on. He would need your name and then your date of birth.
The birth information, basically. Your birthday, birth year, birth time, birthplace.
Okay. 2279.
Okay, February 2nd, 1979. Do you know what time?
Yes, 1979. No, I don't. I apologize.
That's okay. I'll use noon. And what town were you born in?
Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, in Westmoreland County.
Where, Pennsylvania?
Mount Pleasant, PA.
Oh, Mount Pleasant. Okay. Yeah, I know where that is. Sorry. Just give me a second here, and I'll get it to come up. Okay, it's fighting me here a second. Hold on. This is the fun of working with computers for astrology.
So you have to
just give me a second. Oops, hold on a second.
I like that ringtone.
I know. Right?
Yeah, that's my wife's ringtone. It's the one that cannot be ignored. But sorry, just taking me a couple of seconds here because Mount Pleasant. Okay. You said it's Westmoreland County. Okay, got it. There's a bunch of Mount. There's a bunch of Mount Pleasants. Yeah. Okay, and let me there's your chart. Bring it up. this is the tricky part. You see, astrology takes a lot of prep. It's not like it's like psychics that can just talk out of the top of their head. But I'll be with you in just a second. Okay. Okay, moving. Okay, I understand the reason. I can understand the urge for moving. Mars right now, which is a planet of action, is sitting on your moon, which represents your home. Okay. And what happened recently is Mars, your moon is at 27 degrees of Aries. Mars stopped at 28 degrees last week and went backwards again. So it's almost like sitting on your moon. And then it's going to go back, and then it's going to come back again later this year and be on your moon. So that urge to move is very strong. I also wouldn't be, actually later on. Yeah, I'm looking more at December, January for your move. But it could happen earlier as Mars is dancing around back and forth on your moon. So I'd say yes, I could see a move coming definitely by the end of the year. And I'm using your noon chart because I don't have your exact birth time. But still, I see sort of this expanding benefits coming that connect to your home and your residence. So I could also see benefits to your home in general. If you don't actually move, you could be renovating the home, changing the home in some way, expanding it in some way, maybe adding an addition or sprucing it up somehow. But definitely there's action around your home. And I'm looking to see if there's anything else that really stands out. That's the strongest thing I see, but it's pretty strong. I could see activity happening. I say by January the latest, but it could happen sooner.
Wow, you got a wham bam over there between all three of us.
I know, and it's funny because I did pick
nobody was able to pick up as far as area, if it was local or out of state.
Well, honestly, from my point of view, I kind of get maybe like not that far and not that close. I would say it's out of state, like the next state up. Whatever state is above you is what I'm seeing. Above.
Well, I'm hoping that helped you out, honey. I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I couldn't make out what Chris was saying before it was back in
You said it was
the state
about
above. The state above, you will be moving to the next town.
I know. I can just speak for myself. I don't have, without birth time, I can't really say out of state or in state.
Yeah.
So I can't really add that information. But Chris, you're saying nearby?
Yeah, he says nearby, around the next state.
Nearby, within that same state.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, honey.
Thank you for your time, all of you.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
You're welcome, honey.
And for Anthony, short notice, Anthony, do you have something to drink, Anthony?
Yeah, I do. I got stuff here. Don't worry. I'm ready.
I'm just checking. I'm checking up on you, too.
Guys, see, I got my iced coffee.
We brought you in without...
I got crackers. I got my pecan cereal. We're good. We're good. Oh, my God. So we're having a jolly old reading party time here, people. So we do have callers, and I have to take the callers first. I will get over to the chat room, and we'll take a look. So I'm not taking names on the chat room list yet. I want to get to the callers that are actually calling in first. So, and this way it gives Anthony and Chris a chance to actually get out there globally as well. Just so you guys know, ATU Network is on every continent in the USA right now. So, yay! I'm very happy about that. So let's see if we can get some more people out there. Oh, and yeah, before we get too far into this, both of you guys give your information so they know how to get in touch with you in case they want a private session with you too. Whoever wants to start.
Well, they can reach me at Chris Psychic Garcia, of course on Facebook, or you can reach me on my own personal cell phone, 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470, or Garcia187 bluelove@gmail.com.
And I'm on Facebook at Anthony Pico and PICCO. I have a blog called Cosmic Tuesdays on WordPress that I write about stuff spiritual, so you can check me out there. Cosmic Tuesdays on WordPress, or my email address is aspicco@gmail.com if you're interested in contacting me about any astrology whatsoever.
Awesome. Hopefully get you guys some business right now. So we have 9682. You ready for another? 8692. There we go. Hi, you're live on the air with ATUnetwork. Who are we speaking with right now? Caller? Hello? 8692. You are live. What is your name?
Hello?
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Hey.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing fine.
We got a wham bam situation going on over here. So we got Mr. Chris Garcia. We've got our wonderful Anthony who came on thanks to Mr. Chris Garcia. We seem to be having a reading party going on.
Nope, and the energy's the energy is awesome tonight. I just tell you that.
It really
and
is.
For Tasha, I got the card. It says I am positive. So this is intention, and it's called the manifestation card. It's called the intention setting card. So what I'm told to tell you, put that intention that you are positive, that you will always be positive, no matter how bad things are in the relationships or anything in general, because I know that your relationship with your soulmate is always, I'm being told, kind of rocky, but he is there for you. But he's just kind of like, I guess, kind of like nervous is what I'm picking up. But so I do see that you will be together. It's just timing. It's all in divine time.
Okay.
Honey, you feel sorry, Chris. Are you feeling a little out of energy?
A little low?
Yeah, a little low on energy.
Not that low, but it feels like it went flat.
Yeah. You need to ground a little bit more. What I'm being told is your root chakra is slightly upside down and off. So it either could be blocked or you could be having not enough energy. So if you do have the opportunity to go outside barefoot, that's good. But if you don't, what I want you to do is literally picture your feet growing roots down into the earth and absorb Mother Earth's energy. And when you feel there's enough, you put the rest back in. That's going to help you with that. And you got to learn to speak your mind a little bit more is what they're also telling me with this. I'm doing chakras tonight.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I have no idea what your question was, or if Anthony wants to pop in here anytime, he can pop in.
Well, I can always pop in, but I do need the birth information first. So if I get your birthday, your birth year, your birth time, if you have it, and your birthplace, I can look at your chart.
January 29th, 1977.
January 29th, 1977. Do you know what time you were born?
11:25
a.m. p.m.
p.m.
Morning. Okay, night 11:25 p.m.
Nice.
Okay, and what city?
Henderson, North Carolina.
Hold on a second. Let me get North Carolina up here. It's the joy of computers. North Carolina. What did you say? Templeton?
Henderson.
Oh, Henderson. Okay. Yeah, I have a friend that lives in Henderson. Oh, Henderson. Got it. Okay. Take a quick look, and I'll tell you whatever I see.
Okay.
There you are. Somebody has their speaker, and I keep hearing myself repeated in the background. I'm not talking to you, the caller. I'm saying somebody here among us psychic freaks. Okay.
Okay, Anthony.
Okay. let's see. Well, generally speaking, okay. You're getting some down transits, actually. There's 3 planets in Capricorn right now. At the bottom of your chart, Saturn is in Capricorn. Saturn is a planet that, well, it's not a party planet. It's kind of an assessment planet. You may be feeling very much, in the bottom of your chart is the innermost part of who you are. So Saturn at the bottom of your chart usually means you start reassessing who you are deep inside, why you're doing what you're doing. And sometimes it's kind of so serious, it can be a little depressing. It can be a little low energy. Yeah. Sometimes when Saturn is at the bottom of your chart, and this only happens like 2 or 3 times in a person's life, you can feel really kind of low and maybe even start invalidating yourself by saying, no, I'm not good enough. I will say at the same time, your Mars is down there. Now, Mars in Capricorn isn't bad. It means that when you do decide to do something, you plan, it usually works out. When you decide to take on a task, you do it. But with Saturn down there on top of your Mars also, you may not have a lot of energy. Like Saturn is kind of sapping a bit of your Mars energy planet, and it's also bringing this kind of self-examination, maybe too far, maybe even doubting yourself. So I want to tell you it's temporary. I want to tell you that you're working on stuff, and it's not. You won't always feel this way. Understand that you're taking stock. Think of it as house cleaning your soul. You're going through a period of time when you're really kind of house cleaning your inner self and trying to find like what really matters and what doesn't. I do want to point out you have some wonderful stuff in your chart. Your moon and your sun are trining each other, working harmoniously, and both of them are trining Pluto, the planet of transformation. This is called a grand trine. That's not that common in charts. It's very positive. It tells me that you usually feel pretty good about yourself, usually feel kind of confident, and you're very good at not adapting as much as transforming, evolving, and growing throughout life. You're the kind of person that probably looks back at your past and say, like, I've been 6 different people already. You know, not that you aren't the same person, but that you keep evolving more and you keep growing and transforming. So there's a lot of wonderful strengths going on in your chart. And I'm just telling you that what you're going through now, it'll ease up by the end of the year. Saturn moves out of Capricorn by the very middle of December. So that kind of energy you're feeling of like, who am I? Do I really measure up? Why don't I have any energy? Will be lightening up. And actually, Pluto will be on your Mars around that time, free of Saturn, and Pluto gives you a lot of energy. So think of it this way, the next couple of nights is the darkest before the dawn, okay? You are deep inside yourself, and a lot of churning is going on, but you're partially there to shovel out the stuff you don't need anymore. Do some spiritual house cleaning, and once you clear the decks, I think by the end of the year, it'll be much clearer where you're going, what you're doing, and where you want to do it. Because I don't see a reckless person here. I see a very inventive person and a very original person. And maybe sometimes you get in trouble because you come up with ideas that are like you're the kind of person people are going, no, we can't do that. We've never done that before. And you've already figured it out. So understand that, but you have a lot of self-control too. So you're not a troublemaker, but you're an original thinker, and sometimes you butt heads. But you got it together in a chart, and I think you'll do fine. But it is a low period right now. The way you're feeling makes perfect sense. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, you definitely called on the right night, hon. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks, Tasha.
Awesome.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Joining the show.
See ya. I hear you from you next week, hon. Sorry, guys. My dog was barking in the background because somebody was at the elevator next to my door.
It's okay. We're good.
He's one of those.
We got you covered. You see, Susan? We're here to help you. I told you you're not alone.
I know. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate this last minute. What is number question? Oh, the call-in number. Thank you very much, guys. Call-in number is 563-999-3002. for anybody who would like to call in live. I do callers, and then we do our inner sanctum, and then we take everybody else. So I do have one more caller on the line right now that we have not answered. The others got dropped. I don't know why, but the calls drop every now and then. So we're going to take 8505. 8505. Hi, you're live on the air with ATU Network. Who are we speaking with right now?
You're speaking with Jackie?
Hi, Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie.
And it's 15.
How you doing?
1965. I'm good.
Yeah. Were you
Yeah.
giving your birth date?
Yes. It's January 5th, 1965.
1955?
Exact time.
Okay, you're just a kid. I'm 1954. You don't have a time. I'll just pick noon. And what time were you born?
Were you January 5th?
I'm January 14th.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
I'm a year older than you. Okay. What town were you born in?
It's 1965.
Oh, 65. Oh, I thought you meant you were 65. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Well, I'm
55.
now you're 10 years younger. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What town are you in?
But I like those numbers.
Yeah. What town were you born in?
I was born in London, England.
Wow.
Okay.
Just hear
And
that?
I know in England they don't have birth time, so I say I'll use noon. And we'll take a peek at that. Bring it up.
I've been told that I had a Gemini rising.
Well, without your birth time, I can't give you rising signs because that's based on the birth time. But I can tell you that you have a Capricorn sun just like me, and your moon is in Aquarius. So actually, you have a grand trine too. Your sun is trining or working harmoniously with Jupiter, the planet of blessings and expansion, and it's working very harmoniously with Uranus and Pluto. You have a lot of personal strength. You can, I'll be honest, even though you have a lot of strength, sometimes you get a little too caught up in details. Like you get really caught up in the proper way to do things, and sometimes you end up tying your own hands because you keep thinking like I have to do this and this and this before I do this. So you could, if you work on it, loosen up a bit. You have a lot of originality, but I think you tend to stop yourself. Okay. Now, I do want to mention earlier caller, I was talking about Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter were all in Capricorn. They're past where you are now. Your sun is at 14 degrees. They're all past that. But this tells me that over the past year or two, you had a little bit of rough times because Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter were all kind of dancing over your sun. And it was asking for transformation. It was asking for cleaning house. It was asking you to grow all at the same time, which can be a little maddening, you know. So you may have felt the last year or two a little confused, but it was all meant to sort of bring you further along. And as I say, with the Grand Trine, you're kind of adaptable, even though, you see, your Mars is in Virgo, and how you take action. Virgos are very fussy when they do things. It has to be done just right. And Capricorn, from one Capricorn to another, we know there is a right way to do things. Okay? So sometimes you can hold yourself back by insisting to yourself it has to be like this and then this and then this. And sometimes you have to be willing to change that around and let it be a little more free. That's the strongest thing I see happening in your chart right now is this Capricorn bundle kind of dancing on your sun. And it's a little off it now, but it's there, and you're kind of picking up the pieces afterwards and trying to put things back together now that this kind of a year or so of kind of confusion might be over. Does this make sense for you? Am I vaguely on target?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And it has some maddening and sickening. And I mean, I don't know how I've been able to get through it to this point, but And I am that person. Like I don't like to do things unless it's absolutely right. So I end up being in my head more like, how am I going to work this out? How am I going to work that out? Because it's, you know, I really was taught the way how I actually was taught is like, if it's not correct, you don't do it. And so it made me kind of rigid and caused a lot of internal stress and, you know, confusion. I can't deal with confusion when I'm trying to focus. I mean, like, you put me in the middle of the woods and you gave me everything I need to handle it, I probably would be, you know, very efficient. But if I'm surrounded like by a lot of confusion, it's hard for me to focus because my mind is set. Like I got tunnel vision on what I need to take care of. So maybe I have been doing my own undoing, but I'm like ready to just get those other things out of the way now because it's been holding me back.
Well, let me add a couple of comments. I believe in the proper way to do something, but one of the important things that I've learned through life, and I always tell anybody with a Virgo energy in their chart, learn to memorize the words "good enough for now." Okay, trying to make everything perfect will drive anybody crazy, and when you're working on a project, say this is good enough for now, and then you can tell yourself next time I'll do it better, but this will work right now, and you won't drive yourself as crazy. I do want to say you do have a strong spiritual streak, and if you don't meditate now, it would do you a lot of benefits to meditate because there's a spiritual side you have, and sometimes there's so much earth in your chart, you tend to you're maybe a little too logic and you push away the spiritual and the intuition stuff. And I really heartily suggest that regular meditation or anything creative, whether you want to just paint for your own amusement or learn to play an instrument or write poetry for yourself, anything that is non-logical and sort of creative will kind of help open up that other side of you that really, really can complement that logical, it must be done this way. They can work together and you might find it easier. You may not be as confused because sometimes the spiritual helps you understand when things are confusing, when logic can't. It's like another tool in your book if you use intuition. So if you so give yourself a break with the beating yourself up over it's got to be perfect. Remember, it's good enough for now, and then just try to be a little more intuitive and meditate and relax a little bit and learn not to be so hard on yourself that it has to be done just this way. So, Chris, do either of you have anything to add for Jackie?
Well, I got the card, the Queen of Pentacles. I was picking up that she was a nurturer and a student, and you were very artistic in what you do. You create, like I'm seeing drawing, so you do have the ability to draw. And for some reason, I get the word artistic. You're artistic in so many ways. It doesn't mean that you're like other autistic children, but you are very creative. And with what Anthony said, I also get that there is like you're the student. At the same time,
am I a student?
Yes. Okay, so did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm a teacher, and I always tell my students that teachers are students and students are teachers, and I'm a perpetual learner.
Exactly. So that makes perfect sense.
Dead on. I love that.
You're like a teacher and a student, so you learn from them and they learn from you.
I missed the day.
So to speak.
It's funny that you would ask that because I missed the time when I was able to put on my taxes exempt. I'm a student, you know, and I would love to go back to school, but my responsibilities have been so great.
Yeah, and honestly, I can tell you right now, with you going back, I actually do see you going back. But with this, you know, all this stuff going on, it's going to take some time. But, you know, how everybody starts school, time. Some people should have been starting school this month. But for some reason, I want to say you probably won't be able to start teaching until next year. Or probably like in December would be the earliest of this year. And then you will start teaching again. Because I see you teaching, and I know that you have that passion for it. So you are nurtured, because I feel like you have to nurture. And if you are stuck at home, you feel like you're not doing your job. I don't know if that makes sense, but you feel like I just can't be home not doing anything. I have to be productive.
Right. And what I'm doing in terms of teaching has not yield the fruits that I wanted to yield. I deal with some very difficult challenges. You know, a lot of students with a lot of problems, bureaucracy.
Yep.
It's stifling.
That makes sense, and you will get it. It's just get time, and just ask. You know what I'm being told for you to do is ask the universe to protect you and to give you some kind of sign, because I do feel like you want to do more. You feel like you have so much more to learn, so you might want to like look up some classes, because I know you're a teacher, but you might want to gain some extra knowledge so you can share a lot of knowledge that you have to tell them, and what I'm being told to tell you is to tell them the truth. And it's funny because I'm being told it's funny that with Anthony's reading and stuff, his readings are completely different from ours. But I was thinking you might want to teach them about astrology and the stars and the moon. So that goes along with astrology, but in a different aspect. So you might want to take some courses, and if you don't, you just let it come to you natural, and you're gonna know what to teach them.
It's funny. I do love it. I love that and numerology.
There you go. Put it together. There you go.
Yeah.
Use Anthony as a role model, and combine it with numerology, and there you go. Because you're gonna be using a lot of numbers.
Sacred geometry. That's the type of art that I've always been attracted to, but I didn't know that's what it was until recently.
There you go. There's your calling. Don't ignore your calling. Your calling, and there's a reason why you got the reading from Anthony first. You were meant to him to read you, and then when I added something more to it, you got your own validation.
Yep.
So follow what you're drawn to. Follow what you're drawn to. Anything else you want to add, Susan?
Nothing except you really have to let go of the guilt, honey. You can't be there for everybody all the time, and the guilt that you're feeling is actually affecting your stomach. You're having issues in the stomach area, and that is actually your solar plexus that's causing it to go a little off balance, and that's why you get that little bit of acid thing going on. So if you let go of the guilt, that'll help that.
Yeah, I'm tired of holding on to other people's guilt. I'm ready to
let it go.
To move forward.
Yep. Let it go. The easiest way to do it, a really simple way, literally, is write it down on a piece of paper, whatever it is that's bothering you. Put it on a candle, burn it up, and let it fly away. A fun way to do it, especially for projects for kids, is to write it on a piece of paper, fold it into a paper airplane, go somewhere you've never been before, throw it, bury it, and leave it there. The earth will recycle it for you. So there's a couple different ways just to get rid of it. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, honey, for calling in.
Could I ask you one other question?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I want to move, and I have a vision of what I want to do when I move into this particular home. It was my mother's home. And I guess the balance between home, work, and family issues, I just haven't been able to move forward. Does that have anything to do with the planet?
Well, you're coming up on a period that can be very spiritual for you. When I look at your entire chart, your ability to be public and have a career and do all that stuff comes very, very naturally to you. You do struggle more with family because sometimes you feel over responsible for them. Sometimes you can't really get a handle on what's going on, which is one of the reasons I had suggested meditation, because families are rarely logical, okay? They tend to be emotional and irrational. And I think your love of rules and love of focusing can sometimes block you from being open to what somebody's feeling. And I mention this as a fellow Capricorn. We can be a little too practical for our own good. And emotions are just as important as logic. And in your chart, I see somebody that struggles to be empathetic. Not that you aren't helpful, caring, and able to, serve people, but you don't always understand when it gets to your family why they feel what they feel. So what I'm saying is you can see somebody's upset and you can comfort them, but sometimes you struggle to understand why they're upset. And that can create kind of disconnect with other people. You're actually very open-minded. If you just, as I say, you've already got this strength of logic and control. You've got to use your other strengths of your open-mindedness and your spiritual ability. That's not the missing piece. It's in your chart. It's the piece that I think you haven't favored as much as you favored the Capricorn, Virgo, logical stuff. So yes, I think you can handle this. I think some of the confusion you experienced could have been seen as a way of sort of trying to break up some old patterns that you've been carrying with you all your life. And that's one of the reasons I did suggest the more Neptunian you can get, the more spiritual you can get, the more complete will be your inner soul. Okay. And I think it'll be easier to become empathetic and understanding because you do have the ability in your chart, but I just think you favor the logic because logic always, for a Capricorn, always feels more secure. It's a little scary being intuitive when you're a Capricorn because we like rules. And intuition doesn't really have any rules, but it does work. I've been working with it for years. I had to struggle with it too. So that's what I'm saying is the more you can work with the intuitive, I think the better your family relationships and emotional connections to others will be easier to work with. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, it does, especially about the intuition, because sometimes I second guess my own intuition. And then later on, when I get a confirmation, I'm like blown away. Like, how did I miss that?
Because we've been taught all our lives to not listen to that little voice. That's really the problem. I've done the same thing. Like, I get that urge, don't walk down that street, and I walk down it anyway, and a car hits me, and I'm like, why didn't I listen? But the point is, remember that even if you didn't listen to it, tell yourself, look, I was intuitive. Even if I didn't listen, I had the intuition. You just have to practice listening to it, even when it's silly, because sometimes it's kind of goofy and you go, why would I want to do that? And the next thing you know, if you follow that urge, you find out why. So, and that's tough for a Capricorn. We want written instructions. We want numbered written instructions. And intuition doesn't do that. Intuition's kind of like, hey, why don't you go over there? Or, no, don't answer that phone. And the logic in you starts saying, I'm supposed to answer phones. But your intuition will tell you things that don't make sense, but do make sense when you practice with them. It's tough. I understand. I have struggled with this too. Because like you, I'm that Capricorn. And I don't want intuition. I want written instructions. But intuition doesn't give it to you that way.
Yep.
So you really have to venture out and give it a shot. Maybe make a list of every time you were right, even if you didn't listen to yourself. And remind yourself, look, it works. It does, and you can say, oh, remember that time I didn't listen and I ran out of gas. Remember there's that time I didn't listen and but you still knew it.
Right. Okay.
So remember, try to make a list and remind yourself when you've been right and when your intuition works. It's kind of like building up intuition is kind of like building up your muscles. You don't start with the 200-pound weights. Okay, you start with the little 5-pound weights, and you have a little intuition. Like I had a feeling to go back to the house, and you discovered you left the water running. Little things like that. And eventually you start paying more and more attention, and you get more comfortable with it. Because I'll tell you something. Capricorns, more than anything, love results. So if you start seeing intuition giving you the good results, you'll start trusting it more and more. So it's possible. Capricorns can be intuitive, but it is a struggle. We tend to be a little too logical for our own good.
Yes, yes, and I've had several experiences over my life where my intuition was spot on, and it was like very life changing. life-altering events. And afterwards, I was like, oh my God, it was right there. I saw it. Whether I looked up in the sky and I saw certain signs in the sky, and dreams, and then when the truth come out, or I literally saw a sign in the sky that warned me. It was the same sign that I saw in the sky was when my grandmother passed many years ago, and I saw the same thing when my mother passed.
Wow.
And it's strange, like, because since she's been gone, that's what I'm like, oh my God, how could I miss it? Because there were so many things that I could have asked her in particular. Yep. What time was I born? What exactly do you want me to do, and how? Yeah. But
well, like I said, make a list.
I wasn't trusting it.
Yeah, tonight, sit down and write down every time you've, it may take a couple of days to remember everything, but just keep making a list, and then just sit there one night and say, holy cow, look at that. Look what I did. Yep. I can do it again.
Yep.
And that'll help you reinforce this stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. All right.
So
well,
I think with all the three of us,
thank you.
Excellent reading. I love it.
Thank you so much for calling in, honey.
You go, knock them dead. I think you can do great.
Yeah, see, and it's weird because you mentioned astrology and everybody's like, ooh. And he just came on to visit. And all of a sudden he's like, well, I guess I've got to go to work here. So.
He's doing a good job. I love Anthony. He's a good man. And
yeah, I called in and I actually got a reading.
I know you called in, yeah.
Yeah,
but this is your first time seeing him. So,
yeah.
So now you can see him.
He's making the faces. I did. I called in. So I was like, okay, I gotta, because different type. The Vedic astrology is different from Western astrology, because Vedic astrology, I'm not even a Gemini. But over here, I am the Gemini, and it's really weird. The whole thing is just, it's too complicated for me.
I can explain it, but it's boring. It's very
boring. What? Yeah, you know what? When he gave me my reading on the last show, he told me that I was a public figure, and that some people are going to expect more of me, and they're going to get everything right. And he had asked me and some other people, do you feel like they expect you to be right all the time? Me, I don't rate myself, but if I did, I would rate myself as maybe 85 to 95%. I would never rate myself as 100%, even though a lot of people say my readings are accurate, but I never could rate myself that way, because that's not my place.
I don't think either. I don't think we do that. We don't.
But you are a Virgo, so of course you decided it was 85%.
Okay, Mr. Anthony, you're a Capricorn.
Yes, I know.
Well, I'm sort of
like to
Gemini.
be organized.
I'm sort of a Gemini. I'm the one that's all over the place. So yeah, I'm that one. I'm pretty much everywhere except for where I should be. Kind of sounds like my life. Anyways, yeah. Everywhere except for where I'm supposed to be. But we have somebody in the chat room before we go to break, and I have 2 more callers on the line too. They just popped in. But we have Jeannie Kelly, and of course, poor thing, she gave her date of birth, her time of birth, and the place, and she was actually born. So she gave 4:30 in 1970, and she was born at 9:51. She said a.m. I think, yes, a.m. And let's see, she was born in Onondaga. Oh my God, Onadoga. Never heard of it. Spruce, New York.
Onadaga, New York. Okay.
Oh God, did I spell that? See, I had to switch my glasses to one that so I could see it on the way up.
It's. I don't think it's Onadaga isn't quite right. I know the town, but I don't know.
I'm trying to get back to. Yeah, it's Onadaga. Doga. Yeah.
Onadaga. Not quite. Let me try a different letter there. Because I know there's places in upstate New York with that name, but something very close to that. But it's an old Indian name. It's a shame we're not old Indians because I don't really know. I don't really know any old Indian languages. Just one second. Let me.
I was gonna ask you while you're doing that. How's the weather over there?
It's actually cooled off a bit. I'm very happy about it.
I know the weather over here is kind of cool too. We're starting to have the fall weather.
I love it. I absolutely love this time of the year. It's like my favorite time of the year. It really is.
What temperatures are you in, Susan?
It's about 50 and 60.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
it's going down to 55 tonight here in New York.
Yeah. So it's pretty nice. I'm not too far away from you.
I can't find the town. My computer, the way it's spelled, I can't find the town.
Onondaga. It's I guess. Yeah, she's typing it in now. SPRACUSE. I guess is the city, New York.
SPRA. What was it?
SPRACUSE.
Syracuse.
New York, yes. But I guess it was Onondaga, Syracuse.
I know. I saw that too.
Yeah.
I know it's nearby, but if that's close enough, I'll go with this. Okay. April 30th, 1970, 9:51 a.m. And we're just going to use Syracuse. It'll be close enough. Okay. I just don't know how to spell what the town that she's talking about, so we'll have to.
Onondaga, she said. And then Syracuse, yes. Sorry, honey, I added the new glasses, so I wrote it down wrong.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Okay.
So as he's doing that, if you guys have any questions, you can literally pop them right in the chat room. As he's this gentleman who came on to say hi.
Yeah, he didn't say hi, but he's like, I know they're gonna want to.
Yeah, you mentioned astrology, and everybody goes nuts.
So, our Taurus, or April 30th Taurus, I can tell you that your sun is in Taurus, your moon is in Pisces, which even though you're very solid as a Taurus and earthy, you're very sensitive emotionally. You tune into other people. The moon in Pisces can be very empathetic and very compassionate. And there's indications in your chart that learning to be more compassionate and loving and empathetic is strong in your chart, but it's kind of funny. You have Saturn conjunct your sun, which makes you kind of, it almost makes you Capricorn-y. Saturn, when it's conjunct the sun, a person kind of puts a little bit of wall up. They're very reluctant to reveal themselves. You kind of have a little bit of a challenge here because it's asking you to loosen up and be more empathetic. And you struggle with that because you kind of have a natural desire to be inhibited and pulled back. However, this year, the planet Uranus by transit is at 10 degrees Taurus. Your sun is at 9 degrees Taurus and your Saturn is at 11 degrees Taurus. So for the past few months and maybe for the next year, the planet of sudden change and new ideas is going to be kind of running back and forth over your hesitancy to be open. Okay, if I see Saturn conjunct the sun, this person's not going to want to open up. Uranus is coming along and going and like pulling the rug out from under you. It's like you got new ways to do things. You could do Saturn and sun without being cold, without being, formal. It is suggesting that this is a year, the last 6 months and the next year, Uranus is going to be giving you some challenges. You might want to see yourself being more free-spirited for you. I'm not saying you're suddenly going to go out and buy Dago clothes and spangles and beads and running around, playing the harmonica. But for you, loosen up a bit. Break up that Saturn. Saturn is how we control ourselves. Uranus is going to be giving you a lot of ideas over the next year of different ways of controlling yourself, opening up those ideas. Sometimes when somebody has Sun conjunct Saturn, they're very reluctant to change anything. And look, life is all about change. And I'm not saying this hasn't served you well up until now, but the Uranus is hitting you and is really kind of telling you got to change this around and try some new ideas and throw out some of the old stuff. And as a matter of fact, by early January, Mars is briefly going to join Uranus for about a month, and it's really going to kind of really poke you. You know, Mars is about action and take action, and it's going to be agitating Uranus. Uranus is agitating this kind of hesitancy you have. So what is a friend of mine who says something about Uranus transits. If it's new, it's for you. It's a year's coming up where really try new ideas. Don't be as hesitant as you might have been in the past. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's coming up. You don't have to do every new idea that comes along, but don't sit at home with the door locked saying, go away, new ideas, okay? You actually have a relatively free quality in how you relate to people. Your Venus is in Gemini, your Mars is in Gemini. You can be very chatty, you can be very cooperative. I don't think anybody would call you stiff or uptight, but there is kind of an intellectual formality to them. You're not, well, you're a Taurus, you like hugs, but the Saturn says, no, don't touch me. But the moon in Pisces is saying, I want to hug people. So this may have been a struggle throughout your life, actually, of wanting to be close to people and wanting to pull back. You know, I'm looking at, and your Cancer rising, which makes you want to mother people. You know, your rising sign is kind of the sign of mothering, or if we want to leave sexism out of it, it's the sign of nurturing other people. But it's a one-way street for you. You don't mind doing stuff for other people, but you don't want them to come to you necessarily. And I think that's got to open up a bit. Loosen up your stiffness. You've got a good steady mind. Your Mercury's in Taurus. Your planet, your own Uranus is trining your Venus and Mars. You're open to other people being strange, but you've got to open up the emotional side. And once again, in this chart too, Neptune is strong, but it needs meditation. It needs practice. Your spirituality needs to be cultivated. So definitely meditation. If you like doing yoga, do yoga. There's all kinds of ways to get into a meditative state. There's all kinds of ways to indulge the creativity of intuition. So that can include, you know, as I mentioned, other people, painting for the heck of it, you know, drawing, playing a musical instrument, something that just has no reason, writing poetry for yourself, you know, doing crafts, anything like that will help you loosen up a little bit. And yeah, because as it is, the one bundle of planets that's driving everybody nuts this year is not really affecting you. That all that Capricorn stuff that I was talking about for the earlier part of the show. So it's actually kind of helping you a little bit in your chart. So this is actually a great year coming up for opening up and becoming a fresh, new version of yourself. Okay. Again, you'll always have Saturn conjunct the Sun. So there's always going to be a certain amount of proper, formality is not quite the right word, that's going to be there. You're never going to be, like I said, one of those gushy, let me hug everybody, I love you all kind of people. But you can open up a bit more and understand that hugging is a two-way street and that you could use some too. And that you can be more open to some other people and be more free. I hope that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm picking up just as I look at the chart. Plus, Neptune by transit is going over your midheaven. It's almost suggesting your career and your public images are about to become more creative and spiritually oriented. So, yeah, this is a goal. Be more inventive and more spiritual and relax a bit more. Deep breathing. Let it out. Be vulnerable. Not to everybody, but find the people you can be vulnerable with and let yourself be that way. So I hope that makes sense if she says anything in the chat room. And if you guys want to pick it up from there.
I know.
Yeah, it
well,
seems like you have no idea the amount of callers I have over here. Literally, I have tons of callers. She says, makes a lot of sense, is what she said. And guys, I can't guarantee he can get to everybody, literally. You know, anybody has a question for Chris, type it in the chat room. I guarantee we can answer you, okay? She says it makes a lot of sense. Is something speaking to me personally for Brady Black?
Well, wait. Who's...
This is chat, honey. We have a lot of different chats going on in the chat room. I do run through Blog Talk Radio, which airs on iTunes, Google Play. I've got 15 different platforms. So I mainly work off of the board when people call in, and I try to get to as many people on the chat as I can. So that's kind of just the way we work. But we're getting really close to the top of the hour, and I think we need to take a short break. And I know we're jamming over here, but I really think we...
Let me just briefly mention, it takes longer for me. So if anybody wants a quick answer, go to Chris, because he doesn't have to set up a chart. Go ahead.
I know, and Anthony, like this, Anthony's good, but it's just that astrology takes a little bit more time.
Yeah, it does.
And it's very, and it's not easy that way. Just have to do everything by computer. Right. So yeah.
Okay, so if anybody else having an issue with hearing anything, I have no idea. I guess someone in the chat room can't hear.
Okay, for Susie, before we take that break, I do see money issues.
No, the issue is he doesn't hear that well. So it's hard for him to hear. I think the closed captions on it's on Facebook, so you should be able to read everything everybody says if that helps you out, honey. I'm sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, for Susie, if I see money problems, yes, there is money problems. Being told that hours are being cut, but you might want to get like a second job or just see if you can work overtime. See if you can work overtime and see if they can give you to maintain for the money issues that you're having, Susie. So hopefully that resonates. And I know, Susan, you're going to take the break. So
yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. I mean, we're jamming, but I think everybody needs to take a couple minutes break. So we'll be right back. And again, I want to thank Chris for coming on last minute. And Chris pulled in his friend Anthony. And I love you guys for helping me out tonight. It's literally a wonderful experience. And I hope you guys are really enjoying this tonight. But thank Chris. He came and helped me out last minute. So stay right there. We'll be right back.
Might as well go get some water.
much jamming everywhere. I'm really sorry if anybody does find the chat room confusing. I'm just kind of running 5 different things at the same time. So I guess my regulars are used to me just randomly answering questions without names. So sorry about that. So, but welcome. Yeah, there is chatters at least. Yeah, a lot of chatter. We do have like 12 callers. We do have a couple people. But again, I want to thank Anthony and Chris so much for coming on tonight. And poor Anthony was just coming on to say hi, and he seems to be the most popular. And of course, Chris is always popular also. So, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. And if you do want to call in, like I said, calls are jammed right now. We've got 1 hour left of the show. So, it's going to be a bit of a trick to see what's going on. So, the next person up, of course, is Frida. And I do have her date of birth and the time and the place she was born. It was in the chat room for a while, so I did write that down. And let's see, she was born, Frida is 3/16/1973 at 2 a.m. And it's Nigeria, I think it is. It's Kenya. Hold on. I might have misspelled that. Is it Nigeria, Kenya, Frida? I'm trying to get back up to that. Hold on a minute. Nairobi. Sorry. Nairobi, Kenya. Okay.
Okay. So the country is Kenya. The city is Nairobi.
Yes.
Oh.
So, how you doing there, Chris?
We're doing pretty good.
Awesome. You're just standing there looking pretty while he does all the work.
I know, right? We're just gonna be, we're gonna be like this. Look, Susan. We'll be like this.
Hey, I'm taking information down. I'm doing pretty good with that now. Now, if I could only spell it right, now that I have the right glasses on, I'll be getting somewhere.
The right glasses always help.
Yeah, I couldn't see before, so everything was all blurred. And I do have Susie Martinez's information. We do have callers on the line. After that was going to be Kim Tate, but I've got to get some of these callers as well.
Okay. Well, real quickly, our friend from Nairobi, Kenya. Okay, she's her sun is in Pisces, and her moon is in Leo, and she's Capricorn rising. So, like the previous person I was talking to, her rising sign is 14 degrees Capricorn. So 3 planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, have all been late Capricorn. And over the past year or so, passed over her rising sign, which usually tells me that she's gone through some sort of change in her public persona and how she presents herself to the world. And her Mars is at 22 degrees Capricorn. Mars in Capricorn is great for getting things done. You plan ahead. You know what you're doing. You'll even have a little attachment in your chart to the weirdness planet, so that you're willing to be unique and interesting in the way you do things. But these are also, Saturn's also crossing over your Mars right now. You may feel very frustrated. Saturn in the first house, which will be there for about a year, it can be a little low feeling. Your first house is your presented personality, which you show to the world. With Saturn in there, you can feel a little like pulled back. It's a temporary thing, so I want you to understand, if you're feeling a little depressed, if you're feeling you don't quite measure up, it's passing. And actually, when Pluto, about a year from now, gets to your Mars, you'll have a lot of energy to get things done. But I want to also let you know that you're having Neptune, the planet of spirituality, has started to roll over the 3 planets you have in Pisces. Your Sun is at 25 degrees, your Mercury is at 21 degrees, your Venus is at 18 degrees. You're actually very empathetic and can read people very well. It's probably a good thing you have Capricorn rising, because that keeps you a little more structured. I'm always concerned with people with a lot of Pisces that you can give away too much because you're too empathetic and too caring. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be, but you also, I always tell everyone with Pisces, make sure once a day you go to a room and lock the door and be alone for a while. because you're very tuned into other people. And that can make you've got to make sure you tune into yourself, is a good way to put it. Now, Neptune is going to start rolling over these planets over the next couple of years. Again, we have somebody here. If you don't meditate, if you're not intuitively involved, this is a very good time to get into that. Because sometimes you've struggled in your life between fantasies and practicality. Sometimes you have wonderful idealistic dreams, and then reality kind of comes crashing in. And you've got the ability to change these things and to grow. But the more intuitive you get, the better you'll be able to function with this. Again, like I mentioned to other listeners, if you can meditate, if you want to do yoga, if you want to learn Tai Chi, anything that gives you a spiritual grounding that gives you connection to yourself being you, individual and separate from other people. It's not that other people mean to threaten you, but you're kind of a sponge. You also, thank goodness, you have a Leo moon. So your emotional side has got a good kind of ego. Leo's proud. So that also helps you. The Cap rising and the Leo moon keep you from getting washed away with all that Pisces. But you definitely want to structure it. Sometimes Pisces get so idealistic that they want to try to help everybody. And that's so wonderful, but it's not realistic. You can't help and save everybody. And some people, by the way, don't want to be saved. And that's maybe the trick that you have to learn. The more you can tune in intuitively and spiritually, the more you can have a gut sensation of who can you trust and who can you believe. Because some people want to be helped and some people just want to be, they want a servant or somebody to do things for them and solve all their problems for them. That's not how you heal anybody. And you're a healer. You don't want to be a servant in that sense. You want to help people heal. So the more you can trust your own spirituality, the more you can, again, meditate, paint, anything, ceremonial dancing, because there's a Sufi dancing is a way from, I think, Afghanistan, where they learn to dance themselves into a trance. Again, what I'm just trying to say is there's many, many, many ways to learn how to be spiritual and intuitive. Find one that suits you and practice it. Practice your intuition. And because actually the energy's there for you. Neptune's going to be on your Sun, Mercury, and Venus for about a year and a half. And that is really the strongest influence going on. I'm just looking here. Yeah. So I hope that helps somewhat. Chris, Susan, any additional information?
Chris, you can go.
No, I just know that I was picking up the inspiration. So you need to inspire yourself to be the provider, be the card provider, the King of Cups. So there's a man that's gonna help you to help you provide or help you in some sort of way. So that's gonna pick up. So there's a lot of inspiration. So you do have that inspiration within yourself. You just gotta push yourself forward.
Still echoing. Okay. Yeah, I'm still working on the echo, guys. Sorry about that. I'm still working on it. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
You know what I was gonna tell you, Susan? How much you like this? When Anthony was talking, I was telling him, but I said there's a damn echo. It was like he was talking, like two of him were talking. I'm like, so that tells me spirit wants to come through.
I keep changing the settings in here as you guys are doing your thing, and everything seems to be going woo.
Well, usually it happens when there's a speaker on somewhere and a microphone is picking it up twice. So I don't have a speaker on. If any of you guys have a speaker on, as opposed to headphones.
I don't have a speaker on either.
Okay, then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's a really strange thing going on, and this happens every now and then, and it always happens when Chris is on. Always. So,
oh my God, really, Susan?
always with you. Always with you. It's so freaking weird. It's so weird.
You know what? You know what? I think Anthony told me one time. He's like, dude, you need to lower your vibration. You're messing with the electronics. I don't mean to do it. It just happens. The energy, my frequency is so damn high. It's crazy. And Anthony does that too. I've noticed that at times.
When I've had Chris on my show, there have been times the audio went completely wacko.
Yeah, so. It's Chris. It's his energy. It's because of the way he travels so high up. But yeah, a lot of people right now are getting disconnected. What's happening is my board is clogged. So when the board actually gets clogged, not everybody can get connected all at the same time. So because there's so many people that want to call in, that happens all the time, guys. So anybody that's new, that's what's going on. So let me... Is that better for everybody? Sorry. Anyways. Don't mind me.
Well, I don't hear an echo now, actually, and you weren't echoing either, Susan. I think maybe it's back to normal.
Maybe it's Chris. It's dead silence. Hold on now. Hold on. It's dead silence. All right. What we're going to do is we can chat for a little bit. We do have... the board actually knocked it down to 3 callers. Yeah, it went from 12 to 3, and this happens every now and then.
Oh my God, Spirit really wanted to talk.
Yeah, it's really strange. It's definitely been one of those days for me. So, Chris, you know what's going on. You got any advice for me before we take another call?
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Talk in circles, dude. Talk in circles.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. So many words, your energy is, you're building up. You're building it up, and we're getting that building up.
Yeah.
Building up. And it's coming out through your pores, through the mic, to the computer, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an image, and you're putting so much energy out that it's making the... I don't think it's the network, it's just everything with auto, the technical part of it. You're making it go wacky.
Uh-oh.
So what you need to do, now it's going to be me to change. You need to lower your vibration.
Oh boy.
Ground it,
do I have a grounding crystal around me? Yeah, I got some tourmaline. That'll work. Hold on.
You know what is so crazy is that with all that anger,
Yeah.
it's building up, and it has to come out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
Have you been sleeping? Because you haven't you?
No, I've been sleeping too much, sort of, kind of. I have to get up very early.
Okay.
And, well, see, my dog has been stealing my covers. And when he sleeps on my feet, I can't move my feet, I can't sleep. But if he sleeps at my back, I sleep really good. So it depends where my dog sleeps, how I sleep. Yeah, one of those.
Your energy is so high.
Yeah, I got... Okay.
You're messing with your own.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I got my black tourmaline.
Yeah, that's what it is. And you know what? I can relate to that because before we added Anthony, I already told you what was going on with me. I already told you. And we both, even though you're the CEO of the network, but we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
With energy, and it's just...
Yep.
It's just not right.
I'm trying.
Right.
I am so trying. Gotta think. Oh, positive. Do a little Tai Chi.
Look at Anthony.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. See.
Oh, the breathe.
I got my zone. But then again, if you guys seen my desk, you probably know why my energy is haywire. There's crystals everywhere. Everywhere.
I think with all of us, it's also, it's not just, I mean, everybody doing me. Thank you very much. But anyways, it's not just me. It's all of us.
Yeah, I like blaming it on you.
That's a very high antenna right now, so to speak.
Yeah, you have a very high antenna. I'm surprised you're not getting alien radar right now like Nikki does.
Oh, God,
Nikki gets a lot of alien radar.
Oh. She picks up the weirdest stuff, but
she's good though. She's good. Nikki's good.
She's like, damn it, don't mean the hell no.
Oh my God. We do have a couple people. I know Kim Tate wanted a reading. We do have some people. I would like to at least get to 1 or 2 more callers. And the next caller is 5070. So 5070. And oh, there we go. Hi, who are we speaking with tonight?
Hello, it's Christopher.
Oh, hi, Christopher.
Oh, I knew it had to be. I knew it was Christopher. I felt it. I knew you were trying to call.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah.
But speaking of that,
Somebody doesn't
remember
want
we
me
were
to
talking
talk.
about yesterday, Christopher? But I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm gonna say right now. I'm getting the word judgment. The judgment card came out. So St. Michael's coming through for you. Because everything that you went through on Sunday, so he's guarding you and protecting you. And you're having the judgment.
Well,
should I or should I not? I'm not gonna say exactly what I mean, but you already know what I mean. What I by that? Should I or should I not? I don't have to say anything else. You already know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I got my answer already. How do you do what say?
Yeah. And I have to do that thing too, so you're not alone on that one. But it's gonna be hard, but we can get through it like together. I'm not saying anymore.
Yes.
No, anything for Susan, you pick up on it, on Christopher or Anthony?
Okay, Christopher, something new is coming. It's new, but it's old at the same time. So in other words, it's like you're going to be doing the same thing you're used to doing. It's just going to be in a different place, if that makes sense. That kind of goes for you, too. That's for you, too. That's for both of you.
You know what? It's funny you said that because me and Christopher already talked. And Christopher, we can't talk about this on the air.
Yeah.
People could be listening, but just remember what we talked about. There was 2 people that we were talking about. One was Tessa, and then the other one was, I'm not gonna say, but you already know.
Also, I have a coincidence too. Speaking of my French Italian side of my mom's family, Susan and Anthony, they updated my ancestry result is now really specific to south of France.
Nice. Yeah, I've got.
It's not so specific. It's now down to a region of Marseille and Monaco.
Nice.
You know that is right, Anthony. You know that is right, Anthony. That's my co-host.
I don't always remember everything.
As my friend there, Anthony.
Yeah. Wow.
And now I know why something doesn't want me to talk.
I'm keeping that option open, and I will get.
What do you get on the Oracle, Chris?
Oh my God! I already read the Oracle, not for Anthony, but for Susie. But I've already, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wow.
These are the creepy cards. Speaking of that, Anthony, I want you to tell me a number for you and see what's the number. Say what? Yeah, any number.
Huh.
17.
Wow. It's echoing kind of bad here for some reason. Isn't that weird?
Energy.
Yeah, I grabbed my tourmaline.
Okay. This is what I got. These, Anthony, don't have no pictures like any other cards, but these are called the Hidden Truth Oracle card.
Okay.
And it's just straight to the point. I'm becoming.
Oh, and they're deadly accurate too, Susan.
I like that.
They'll scare you.
Wow.
With you?
I've been working on it for the past, since around October, November, I've actually been doing this, and I do feel like it's accelerating lately.
That's good.
So it's perfectly fits in.
I am becoming a better person. Wow.
Yeah.
Good things will come to me.
And you can even ask Christopher. I read him, and he loves these cards. He's like, those cards scare the hell out of me.
Yeah. Wow.
I never let these things scare me. I mean, sometimes my eyebrows are red. What? But it's all part of the game we're playing here, you know. So I don't always worry about it. I mean, like I say, sometimes I want to be on alert, but
yeah,
they don't scare me.
No, I don't.
Now I hear Anthony after I started playing, after I'm starting to hold my bag of stones.
You know what I was going to tell you, Susan?
What?
I'm not going to tell you in so many words.
Okay.
You know what Nikki told me?
What?
She said, like, you knew by the end of this month, you're going to be gone.
Huh.
I'm not even telling you what I mean by that.
Oh, I already know. I already know. Everything's all set.
And it's so weird because I've been told by other people, you have other people that are willing to invite you.
Mm-hmm.
You can start.
Yep.
Over
Mm-hmm.
in so many ways.
Oh yeah. Not a problem there.
And then you know what the funny thing is was when Anthony read me. Now that I remember what he said, everything's coming up. Even with what he said.
Yeah.
Every damn thing he said.
Wow. Holy Toledo.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Very good.
The veil will probably be almost gone next month.
Yeah. All right. The only thing I'm actually getting right now, Christopher, is I'm dealing with the chakras today because I'm a little off. So when I'm off, I deal chakras. I'm getting this something going on in the solar plexus area, and that's usually your creativity and your compassion. And what I'm being told is somebody is actually stuffing your creativity down, so you're not able to express yourself the way that you normally do. So that's kind of like what's going on. Literally, there's no compassion at whatsoever. No compassion. No passion. Literally, totally upside down. That's what's going on right now. So things will actually come out a little better once we can get these functioning the way that they should.
I already know who you're talking about. I'm not even going to say the name. I already know who that is too.
I was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll cause that. People can cause that. Situations can cause that. A lot of things can cause your chakras to be off, is what it can. So we have Kim Tate. Did you? Yeah. Anthony, did you do Kim Tate, so you're chatting away?
Well, nobody gave me the information, so no, I didn't.
I'm using the chat rooms. I figured he was doing something. All right, so while we finish talking, I'll give you November 22nd, 1968, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Wow. She doesn't know the time. 2.
No time.
She says no time, and then 22nd. 21st, please excuse me.
Okay.
November 21st, yes.
Without a time. Okay.
She doesn't know the time.
Okay.
Did you hear me, Christopher?
Yeah, because it's knocking the solar plexus chakras off is what it's doing. And that's your creative outlet, your creative center. And when those get knocked off, sometimes it's a little difficult. It's like my sporadic energy today. My energy's been very sporadic today. Yeah.
Okay, Kim Tate, how are we ready? Okay, you're just barely still a Scorpio. You're like at 29 degrees. You've been born like 12 hours later. You would have been a Sag. Your moon is in Sagittarius, though. So let's see what's going on in your chart here. Okay, you have Uranus conjunct Mars. Mars is in Libra, so is Uranus. So you tend to have balanced action. Mars is how we take action. Uranus is in the mix, and so is Jupiter. So you're actually capable of coming up with new ideas and how to do things, and new concepts, which usually should be relatively fair because it's in Libra, but they're still unusual. And when anybody has a strong Uranus in their chart, they upset other people because they're always doing something different. And you also, your Sun is conjunct Neptune, makes you very intuitive and sort of psychically based, even if you're not literally psychic. It is strong in your chart and strong in who you are. And it's the Sun in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. It's an emotional sign. It's a very passionate sign. So I'm suspecting you're passionately emotional, spirit, and intuitive. You probably have some trouble communicating with people because you kind of get too excited. You can't really explain clearly what it is you see. People are a little put off because you're a little weird, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't think weird is a bad word, but there's a little bit of a disconnect between you and other people, and it's probably best that you do rely on your instinct and gut response. Try to read people before you talk to them, and by read them, but just tune in, because as I said, sometimes just the way you do things can be a bit upsetting to other people because you're so unusual in how you decide to solve things and take things and get things accomplished. But you're very creative at it. So I think ultimately the projects you take on will get done, usually in a very unique and positive way, but you may just run into resistance because people are like, you're not supposed to do that. And you're like, I know what I'm doing, but they don't see that. So, and your Mercury, how you think, is also in Scorpio. So you're very intuitive. And, but your Venus is in Capricorn. That's a little tricky. You relate to people. That could be a good thing because you can actually connect to them a little more formally and a little more practically. But you tend to be more intuitive than anything else. Let me just see here. There's not... I'm trying to see what's going on spiritually here. There's not a lot of transits that are very active right now. Probably last year and the year before, Saturn and Jupiter were dancing around on your Saturn, and you may have made friends, you may have lost friends, you may have reassessed how you wanted to be friends with people. There was some kind of change and transformation going on there. But right now, things are quiet. I don't see any planets giving you any kind of serious grief or trouble or challenges. Neptune's opposite Pluto, but that's a very low-key transit. It will help you be more spiritual, but it's not like... See, some planetary transits are like the planets come in and kind of smack you around and make you do stuff, and some are sort of subtle. Anything going on right now feels very subtle, so you're not really being pushed or pulled in any direction. So that's kind of what I see in your chart. Again, this is just a new chart, so I don't have the houses they're in. But I do want to mention you've got 3 planets in Scorpio and 3 planets in Libra, with the 4th one in Virgo right next to the 3 planets in Libra. So you've got 4 planets in one area and 3 in the other, which means you tend to be kind of driven to a couple of different areas. Both very intuitive and very new idea operatives. So that's the main thrust of your life, being very emotional, intuitive, and trying new ideas and new concepts and getting new things done. Emotionally, you're pretty open. I think you got a good handle on your own emotions. But the biggest issue in your life is tuning into other people and understand that it's not that they're afraid of you. It's that you come up with ideas that they didn't. And it's sort of like, what? Why do you want to do it that way? So that's kind of where the troubles come in. So the more patience you can have with these people who don't quite get you, even though you're right in what you're doing most of the time, you have to be gentle with them and not just say, hey, I just thought it up, get out of my way. Because when you do that, they will stop you. They'll try to stop you. So I hope that makes sense, Kim, from what I see here.
Yeah, she was answering you right along. Let's see. Yeah, she really was. I got, yup, ha ha ha. It's true. Yes, yup. I used to have a best friend, and yup, it's been quiet. And what else did she say? I've always felt that people don't get me. I'm not good with people. That's what she said. So, yeah. So she was answering you right along.
You can be better with them. I do want to say that. But it will take you being patient and not sitting there going like, you're a jerk, get out of my way. That's not the best way to go about doing it.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. Oh my goodness. Are you like out of breath now? Yeah. You've been doing all the talking. We're just sitting here as you're talking. We're going, oh. Chris is going. He does that. So.
What I was getting from you, Kim, I also got that you're very spirited right now.
Yep.
So you're free to go wherever you want, whatever you choose. So you choose and multiple decisions that you can. You have like doors to go. So you're very spirit.
Oh my God.
You know what? I hate when I get tongue-tied. You know what? It's so weird. I think
that was the last show we did. You were super tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were going up and up and up and up. You kept traveling up higher. So the higher you went, the more you were disconnected from your body. You're spinning. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's just I was just copying. So it was like, hey, I want to join. Let's have some fun. Sorry.
I'm very grounded, so sometimes it's like I try to get out of the body. Get me out of here.
We have to make a decision here. I have 2 people in the chat room who have given their birth dates, and I still have about 3 or 4 more people calling in.
How long does the show go on?
Yeah, we've got about 60 minutes and 50 seconds.
I would say that he should probably do. I would say for people to contact him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If people want to contact me, if you identify that you're from ATU, I'll do a quickie reading for free for you. My normal reading, just so you know, if you come to me, it's 60 to 90 minutes, and we go into real depth.
Right.
But if you're on the show and you just say, hey, I was at their Tuesday night, ATU, give me your birth info, and I'll do like a 10 or 15-minute chat and send it to you.
Yeah.
I hate to point people, because it is tight. I mean,
it really is tight. I can give you the 2 names right now, which is Susie Martinez and Brenda Hickison. So those were the 2 names I do have written down.
So Susie and Brenda, you're free to contact me. I'll definitely, because if I set up a chart now, it'll be like 10-2, and then I just wouldn't have the. But
yeah.
You psychic people, you can do it without a chart. So.
Yes, but see, the planets and the way they're aligned and your time of birth actually explains more. And then Chris is more like the future psychic. I work more off emotional aspects and blockages of people. I work on clearing blockages to get them going. And then once they're going, it's like I pass them to Chris, who takes them to the future. So basically, it starts with you. This is who you are. I'll clear your shit away, and then we send them over to Chris. So it's a nice triangle going on here.
Oh my god, that sounded so funny. It goes from Susan to me.
Yeah, it goes from Anthony, who does the birth chart, and then I'll clear out all the crap, and then we'll send him over to Chris and get you where you're going in your future. So we'll just all set.
And you know what? I was gonna say for you being short notice, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I really do.
You know what? You both need to connect, and I would say he can have a slot. I mean, it's not my show, but the thing is that
I only got me. That's it.
I know.
I keep telling you. I mean, literally, I hate doing this on air, but I keep telling you. Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is what it is. I'm here.
Okay. Brenda and Susie Martinez, I just want to mention.
Yep.
Brenda, I got.
Yep. Susie Martinez is 8/26/1964. She was born at 7 a.m., Orange County, California.
Okay.
I did write it all down.
And if you contact me at ASPICCO, my first initials and my last name, at gmail.com, and you two, I'll give you 2 readings because you've been so patient, and time just goes buzzing along here.
Yeah, it really does. And then again, I want to say thank you. First, I called Chris just to chat, and he came on, then he says, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to contact something. Do you mind? No, I don't mind at all. So it was like, I don't know. He's probably going to end up doing lots of readings. The moment you mention astrology, everybody's like, me! So they kind of go nuts for it.
I want to point out how Chris let me know. I got a text from him saying, you're going to be on the show in 30 minutes. And I'm like, wait, what show? What is
Oh, Chris, I love it. I love it. I mean, honestly, guys, I really needed this tonight. And I want to say thank you to both of you. You have no idea how much you've made me feel so much better by being here and doing this and having fun. Helping people.
You know what? It's funny because
Yeah.
I know that, like what I told you was going on with me.
Yep.
But it's funny how we all have our own little shows.
Yep.
But we come together as a
all the time. All the time.
And that's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's so beautiful. I'm just speechless. There's just no inclination whatsoever.
Yeah, we have a good energy. At first, you could not for the life of you figure out what we were laughing at during the thing or before we put you on video. When we were just doing the audio with you, I mean, God, we were goofy as all hell. So, yeah.
I think there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
You want to know.
Oh, definitely.
I would like to tell you privately.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. So, guys, again, I really want you to get a hold of these two guys because literally last minute, and almost seconds, Anthony, maybe an hour for Chris, and boom, here they are. So I'm telling you, get a hold of them, literally, and give them a call, get them some business, and for those that are actually listening in from every state, email's free. Now, do you both do email readings for people that are in different countries?
Well, what I do is I'll do a little recording and I'll send them the recording. So it's email-ish. I need the email address to send it, but
right.
I do that way. Too much work to type it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably do the same thing if they had Messenger. I would just hit that record button and record it. But most of the time I'm on the phone or
right.
Messenger if they can call me.
Well, like I said, I'm in every continent right now. So right now, we're listening from different continents all over the world right now. So just in case. So I don't know how they're listening in English. And I'll tell you what, I have enough trouble with one language, never mind two. So thank you for that, people. Thank you for that.
So, but if I want to say, if anybody wants to contact me, then you could reach me at 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470.
Uh-oh, Chris
You
has
can
got the
reach me.
gigglies.
Reach me on Facebook.
I finally have my original birth certificate with my time of birth, etc. I would love to speak to you one day. That's from Kendra. Are you on the chat? If you are, if you could chat, both of you chat. Excuse me. Type in your emails for them so that way they can get a hold of you. I think. Okay. Yeah, everybody knows Chris. So.
Down there, and she's actually got her birth time, so that's nice.
Yeah, she finally got it, so I'm glad. I'm happy for you, hon. I really am. Yeah, it took her a long time. That's Anthony's email right there. So just drop him a line, honey. He's really good. He is really good. I mean, Chris is really good too. Yeah, but you know, he's the psychic, and I know the astrology part of it will help you out right now, hon. So definitely contact him. So
Susan, you said you're near me geographically. Based on your accent, are you in Boston or Massachusetts?
I'm Massachusetts, close to Boston, but not Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have relatives there. I recognize the accent right away.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I'm close to Boston. I take my mother to Boston to her doctor's appointment, so that's what I do. So, I promised I'd let you guys know too. So far the experiment with the Danburite crystal with my mother, so far she hasn't lost any muscle tone. So I do think so far the Danburite is working, but I think I might add a couple crystals for her nervous system for this. I told you guys I would keep you posted during this and anything I found. So the Danburite does work, but I do want to combine it with a couple others, and I'm going to keep everybody posted that has issues with muscles and nervous and brain, okay? Yeah. Sorry, my mother has ALS, so I'm keep everybody posted with the experiment I'm doing with the crystals in case somebody else out there has that issue. It can help them as well. Let's see. Email me. Okay. Yeah, just email him. He'll be good. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just typed in my information too.
Good.
So I don't have to.
Yeah. Let's share the wealth, people. Share the wealth. Share the wealth. Get a hold of these guys. Literally, last minute, helping me out. I feel so much better now than what I did earlier. So again, namaste. Thank you.
How did you do it, Susan?
Wait. Namaste. Thank you. You gotta do it slow. So it's like. So, anyways.
That's what How did you do
Isn't that what I was looking into? Yes, the Danburite. The Danburite, Brenda. It's good for muscles. And it does help with the muscle control, but you need to add another one. Man, you should see my mask. It's got a dog on it. It's in the other room. But it is for the muscle control. But for my mother, because we have to deal with the brain too because of the ALS, there's a couple other crystals I could use. So it's either going to be kyanite or it's going to be the labradorite, which is the one you like. That you call that the mermaid stone, the labradorite. That's the one that helps with part of the nerves. So if that one doesn't work, then it would be the kyanite. But the Danburite is the one that's good for the muscles. Sorry, answering a question in the chat room, guys. So I think we should just chat till the end of the show because the show's almost over. And I know everybody wants chats, but can't do it all in one night.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can offer people interested in astrology, I can offer a couple of comments about astrology. What I do is natal astrology, which is birth chart.
Right.
It's individual. But there's more branches of astrology. There's something called mundane astrology, and that's the one that looks at the things going on in the world.
Wow.
So, like, these are the people that will look at elections, they'll look at different world events and how to look at what's possibly happening.
Huh.
I will say, friends of mine are mundane astrologers. they all predicted an economic chaos starting in mid-March this year.
Wow.
Which is when the quarantine started.
Son of a gun.
So now,
wow.
Not everybody would predict like an epidemic, but we knew chaos was coming. Okay?
Yeah. The psychics were feeling it too.
Yeah, we're all talking
Yeah.
about the same stuff in different ways.
Right.
There's also financial astrologers. Believe me, Wall Street is half astrologers. Don't kid yourself.
Wow.
They all talk to astrologers.
That's the secret.
Yeah. They also talk to medical astrologers that can help you with your doctor, of course. They don't think you should just listen to the astrologer.
Right.
But I know a guy who helps doctors by working with the chart and the doctor, deciding what's the best time for surgery, where is this going, things like that.
Wow.
And there's even another branch called horary, H-O-R-A-R-Y astrology. That's when you actually ask a question to get an answer, kind of like tarot cards. Like you might turn to an astrologer and say, I just lost my cat. Will I find her?
Oh, wow.
They'll set up a chart for the moment you ask that question and read the chart like an oracle.
Huh.
And tell you, yes, you'll find her. No, you won't. You'll find her in 2 weeks, stuff like that.
Wow.
And astrology predates all the religions in the world.
Yeah, it does, because didn't Notre Dame have a lot to do with astrology as well?
Yeah, you go back 2,000 years before that, even
Yeah.
Egypt.
Wow.
Egypt and the ancient Assyrians were using a form of astrology.
Wow.
So it's been around since written history started.
No wonder I can't figure it out. I suck at history. That's why.
So I just want to offer a little more information on what kinds of astrology are out there.
Now, both of you, everybody knows that's on here, just so those that are listening, Chris Garcia, Psychic Chris Garcia on Facebook. Now, do you have a page for them to go, besides your email, a page they can go check out whatever it is you're doing, like your blog and things like that as well?
Well, I do have a show, as a matter of fact, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on Paranormal Radio.
Woohoo!
And then I have another show that's going to be called Paranormal TV Zone. That's going to be on YouTube.
Nice.
So those are going to be starting tomorrow and the following day. So I'm going to be busy.
Yeah.
And those are 2 new shows. And you know what? I'm excited because there's more getting out there. Like Anthony said,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony, you're dead on with what you said. That's what scares the shit out of me when you told me that.
No, I had a good reading. I forgot what I was asking about. I think I was worried about the move at that time when he did the chart on me. I was big concerned about the move, and right now that seems so minute compared to what, things that are happening right now, but still, and again, do you have a page that, Anthony, do you have a page people can go check out? And
The best place to track me down right now, I'm redoing my own page, but if you go to cosmictuesdays.wordpress.com, it's my blog and all my contact information is there. I'm actually learning how to redesign the page by myself. It'll take a couple of months, but I'll have it up. Okay.
Yeah, I know how that is. I'm still in the middle of updating my website as well, so.
Yeah,
you know what, Susan? You should be on this show. That would be something different.
Yeah, I have a show too. I might as well mention one here.
Yeah.
If
90
you go to Spreaker.com,
Right.
/Cosmic Show /Cosmic-Tuesdays. I've had Chris as a guest in the show. I've had astrologers. I've had near-death experience vibes and
Wow.
and back. So I interview a lot of interesting people, and the show is archived at Spreaker.com.
Wow, guys, check him out. Definitely check him out. Kendra did send you an email. So we got 60 seconds left, and for something that happened last minute, many blessings to you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see, Thursday, Kaden and I have not picked a topic as of yet for Thursday, So Caden will be on, and you never know. We did Truth or Fiction, and he talks paranormal, so we'll see what we come up with. I will make up the chakra show, and I will keep you guys posted. There is his shows, and don't forget, Chris has his show on Thursday. No, Friday. Friday is his next show on Housewalker Files too.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday,
Yeah.
3 shows back to back. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So
10
I'm
seconds.
looking forward to it.
Well,
Thanks, Susan, as always. Love you guys. Stay safe.
I want to say peace, guys. Peace out. Thank you so much. And don't forget, you can always look us up on ATUnetwork.net. And thank you so much to both of you.
See you guys
Thank you for
sometime.
using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, that's Blog Talk. Hold on. And